That was my favorite.
Click the right thing. All right. Hey, everybody. It's Captain Kyle. I'm here with some awesome people to talk about Transformers mysteries. And it's such a mystery, they don't even know what's going to be going on. So before we get into these mysteries that I want to discuss, let's go around and have everybody just quickly introduce themselves, just your name, and maybe when you got into Transformers and your favorite one. Michael, why don't you start us out?
I got into Transformers right off the beginning in 1984. I can't quite remember if it was from the comics that I saw in a grocery store or when I first saw Skywarp. But Skywarp is my favorite. So one I have the most of. I have about, I think, four different versions. I got the shirt rocking it right here. And I've always found that his transformation, especially in the first series of Transformers, was a little bit more intricate than most of them. And I just enjoyed his overall look.
Skywarp is a very cool character. He's supposedly not too bright, but if you look at his tech spec, he is really bright because they messed up those tech specs. Jurassic Steve speaketh.
Well, I got into it with, as I say, my dad and my mum with my birthday. First Transformers, Megatron and Soundwave. That was back in '84. Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore. They didn't survive my childhood. But as you can see, the collection is growing again. So who knows where it's going to go from here?
Absolutely. Ethan.
Oh, I young Transformer collector, collecting since, I don't know, 2010, 2009.
Never
Gonna
too
be-
late.
Gonna be broke by end of the year.
It's going to take that long? Wow. I'm broke now. So that's why every super chat goes towards my Transformers collection. And we have a special guest. And actually on his channel, I appeared before Toy Spotlight even launched. So a big shout out to Patriot Prime Reviews. Jason, talk to us.
Hooah! Patriot Prime Reviews here. I got into Transformers at the very beginning in the glorious year of 1984. My first experience with the Transformers was Marvel Comics issue number 3. I'm with my father. He's picking up a prescription at the local drugstore. He says, go pick you out a comic. I see this comic with Black Suit Spider-Man before Venom webbing up this giant robot. I bought that comic, and lo and behold, this has happened. So, been a fan since '84, and my favorite Transformer, even though Patriot Prime, Optimus Prime on the arm, Megatron is my favorite Transformer. I just love the character. I love him. He's a great villain. He's iconic.
But wasn't your first one Gears?
Yeah, my very, very first Transformer figure was Gears, but my first introduction to Transformers was the comic book.
Which had Gears teaming
Which
up
had Gears
with
in it, coincidentally,
Spider-Man.
so it worked out pretty good.
I'm going to have some fun fact about that issue of Transformers after I've been a fan also since '84. My introduction was the TV show. I didn't discover the comics until like issue 18, and then I had to get all of them. And I still have all of the original run. and I managed to actually visit Bob Budiansky at his house for an interview, which was fun.
Oh, nice.
I'm not giving out the address. Apparently, he has in a box what he was given by Hasbro because they didn't have specs. They gave him the toys. So either these are prototypes or these are Diaclones. So he's got all the toys that he looked at to come up with the bios and the stories about them. Somewhere in his house. I'm not going to tell anyone where it is because I'm going to break in first. No, I would never do that to Bob. But yeah, and my favorite Transformer happens to be Trax, just because he's an awesome Corvette and he changes into a flying car. And he sounds like a very young Thurston Howell. So, you know, if you know who Thurston Howell is, then,
You're old.
Yeah.
Then you're old. Sorry, guys. I'm getting over COVID. No, I'm not. I'm good.
Can't say that on YouTube.
Wait, really?
I just got demonetized. They're going to take down the stream.
Cheers.
All right. Drink them if you got them. Fun fact about that issue of Transformers, issue number 3. Hasbro, they wanted to put Spider-Man in because initially the Transformers universe was actually part of the greater Marvel universe. In fact, if you read the Secret Wars, I think it's Secret Wars 2.
Wars 2.
Yes, you have.
I know where you're going.
You have Circuit Breaker actually appear and talk to the Beyonder. So they kind of slipped that in there.
Two measly panels, and that was it.
Yes, but it did establish that it was part of the Marvel universe. But they wanted to bring Spider-Man in, but at the time Mattel had the license to sell Spider-Man figures, and Hasbro was like, no, you cannot put Spider-Man in there. And they really wanted to, so they said to Hasbro, well, why don't we put him in the black costume? Because they don't have the license to produce those figures. Because Hasbro didn't want to promote someone else's figures. So that's why they went with the black costume instead of the normal, you know, red, blue, and, you know, webby costume. Because Hasbro said, no, you can't promote something that resembles the toy our competitor is selling. And that's why they went with the black costume.
Something new every day.
That's what I'm here for, to educate you. Educate you? Educate you, yes.
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. No, we're talking Transformers.
Yes.
But G.I. Joe will fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe was there. Sorry, I love that song. It's a great song. All right, Transformers Mysteries. And I just want to acknowledge there's a bunch of people in the chat. Thanks so much for showing up. We actually had another person, Pondering Gray, who was going to be here. Never contacted me. At least if he did, I never got the message. So,
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
if you do show up, well, thank you for almost being here, but you'll be missed. But we have Phoenix Felix. We've got Princeton Phalanx 59. We got Treebot Reviews, and thank you so much for the
You guys need to
super
check
thanks.
out
That is
Treebot's
awesome.
channel. He is funny as hell. Beep. So,
And that's what I love about this. Definitely check out Treebot. But what I love about all the Transformers reviewers I've met, there's none of this backstabbing. There's none of this, you know, we all support each other. You know, so...
and mostly become really good friends because of this.
Yeah, you're always hanging out with Bert, the Stormtrooper, right? At cons. I've met him, great guy. I am not as close as you two, but, you know, maybe I'll invite him on a stream at some point. But yeah, that's what's great about this community. But thanks, Treebot Reviews. I don't have the fancy graphics that Patriot Prime does when people give me a super chat. I just have to speak from the heart.
Yeah,
So-
we're on Zoom. This is weird.
Zoom and OBS. That's how I do my my Walking Dead ones, because I have another channel and I'm the governor. So if you know the Walking Dead, you know that's what we do over there. But get ready for Jada Toys Street Fighter action figures. Okay, we will get ready, and I will probably not go through those. Iaconis Toy Reviews says, my channel is horrible, nobody likes me. That's not true, they just haven't discovered you yet.
They haven't shown my channel yet.
Man.
Jason and I can attest to the days when we started our channel and like nobody was watching. And
I cannot stand watching my early reviews. I sucked. I'm surprised anybody watched.
Treebot again with
hello, welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Today we're reviewing what's his name? This figure. So, yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, I don't know what I have some figures around, so I can show. Silverbolt. Yeah, he was listed by Beast Wars thing, so they're still around here. I don't clean up.
It blows my mind that those figures, a lot of you guys have those in hand right now. My pre-order says July.
No, this is the original.
Oh, it's the original. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
In fact, somewhere it's over there somewhere, stacked away. I have a in-package original Silverbolt signed by Scott McNeil, which he's an awesome guy.
I was fortunate enough. Ghost Prime Reviews was at TFCon LA. I sent him my boxed Beast Wars Megatron. He got David K to sign for me, so I was really excited about that. Of course, watch me show up at TFCon Baltimore.
Yes. You have my figure. The best figure of the Beast Wars.
Well, it's the reissues. I don't know how good it is, but I never opened it.
I just opened the Optimus Primal reissue, and apparently there's some slight remolding that I didn't notice, but they changed the color of the weapons. Iaconis Toy Reviews says, I've been doing reviews for 6 years now. At least my food reviews are liked. Well, I like food.
Hey, everybody likes food.
I just had some. So if I go into a carb coma halfway through this. So what I would like to ask you guys is we're going to explore a few mysteries. So the first mystery is, in times of peace on Cybertron, what do most Transformers do with their time? I mean, when you think about it, what we do is we go to work, but we have to buy food, we have to pay rent, we have to pay taxes, but Transformers don't have a lot of the same needs as we do. So what are their professions? What do they do? I mean, yeah, we have some scientists over here. We have a gladiator over here. But who pays to get, how do you get the money to go see Megatron beat the crap out of people?
Well, remember the Autobots were the working class. They're the ones that were building the roads and all the infrastructure, while the Decepticons was the military-based ones.
Yeah, that is pretty much how it worked, except once you build the buildings and once you build the roads, I mean, yes, you need a maintenance crew. But once you're done with that, what do? We're talking millions of years of civilization. What do you think they were doing in their spare time?
Going for a drive.
Some of them are racing.
Yeah.
You'll notice in like Cyberverse, they have a parade, and they have McAdams Oil House, which has been another thing.
Remember they had the soccer in Cyberverse? I forgot what it's called, but they had to get the cube or whatever.
Yeah, they have games, but you can't play games, go to parades, and drink all day. Well, that's the dream, but
if you got money.
Quentin says they party. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Might be
Killer
like a
game
lot like
shit.
Rome, where they were just partying all the time until they went into civil chaos.
Yep. Well, that's what happened, if you think about it.
Well, what is interesting is, I mean, there's obviously very specialized Transformers like Shockwave and Starscream and Skyfire. They were all doing scientific stuff.
Science. Yeah. What about Perceptor?
And Perceptor as well, yes.
Wheeljack?
The probability of me not doing science is 1,368,000 to 1. And why do I sound like C-3PO? Yeah.
Why do you have characters like Soundwave then? Because he's like communications and spy.
Oh, a show
Would
host.
you really
like
need a
Saturday Night
spy?
like that.
And in times of peace, you generally don't. On Earth, we have them even in times of peace. Not that there's always times of peace, but we have them, to spy on potential enemies. But
when the war broke out, they got reformatted.
Yeah.
Soundwave could have been in communications. He could have been in radio or networking. And hey, I won't be a spy now for the Decepticon calls. Let's reformat you.
Was it the Shattered Glass one where he was a DJ or something like that?
Yes.
It was.
Well, in Cyberverse.
Reformatted? Yes, he was. Devastator, and he was reformatted and try to get Omega Supreme. And that's how Omega Supreme lost his emotions, right?
Well, the Constructicons introduced him to the Robo Smasher in the TV show, and that's how he became Omega Supreme. You know who would do a great Omega Supreme voice nowadays is David Sobolov, the same guy who does Depth Charge. Would now be awesome for Omega Supreme because he's also like the voice of Gorilla Grodd. He was actually at that TFCon that we were at together. I believe.
He was Shockwave in Transformers Prime too.
Yep.
Oh, really?
And
I've got that autograph as well.
And he was Rhinox in Rise of the Beasts. And Blitzwing in Bumblebee. So.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
He keeps coming back to Transformers. I have an interview with him that I'll be putting on Phantom Spotlight probably tomorrow at this point because it's going to be too late by the time we finish up here. So that stumps me. There's very specialized, but what does Sideswipe do when he's, just hanging out? How does he make money so that he can go,
He's probably street racing with his brother.
He bended the rules, so.
What if they didn't need money? Slips. Kind of like Star Trek.
Yeah, they're definitely in the golden age of Cybertron. Everyone had enough energy. They had stockpiles of it, according to Ryan Pax and his girlfriend and poor Dion, who's just, we don't know if he turned into Huffer or if he turned into Ultra Magnus or if he turned into Scrap. So. But yeah, that's what's interesting is it's hard to tell what the Autobots and Decepticons do when they're not plotting against each other. And even when they are plotting, they have downtime. Do they play video games?
Basketball.
Yes, I've seen that. Optimus Prime spinning a ball on his finger. Phoenix Felix says, how come all the Beast Wars voice actors are amazingly cool? Because we are so cool. Me biker bot now. Hee hee hee. Waspinator now biker bot. Very cool. Pick up chicks. All right. So that mystery, I'm still unsure.
That mystery's going to remain a mystery.
Yeah.
Get Robert Stack in here.
This remains an unsolved mystery. All right. For now. If you have any information, please call 1-800-EACH. Anyway. All right. Another mystery. And this can raise some hackles. Why do Transformers have genders?
Man, you are about
because they saw what the humans did and thought, we want some of that.
I'm about to what, Jason?
Open up a can of worms.
Well, I have my theory on why they have them. What's that?
Because? Yeah.
But there's female Autobots. There's even some female Decepticons. There's male ones.
Well, I think that the reason they came about was because, the Quintessons are the one that built them, and they were probably making a spec for somebody ordered them that way. So they became, molds of some sort. So they just kept making them.
I think it was probably toy sales. They was trying to get some females to buy Transformers, and they put them in the show to get some girls to watch the shows, and the figures never panned out. So they waited a few more years and then brought them out. So, yeah.
And then you look at the Transformers, the 86 movie, you've got
RC.
Lithone at the start. You've got the male, the female Transformers, whatever they are. But then you've also got kids. running through the streets before they all get eaten by Unicron.
Well, they weren't technically Transformers. That was another alien race, a mechanical alien race, and they're dead, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm the survivor. Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, what a great way to start a show. Let's just genocide a whole planet.
I love how there's fan edits where that's Gobatron instead. That's hilarious.
I've never seen them.
Look it up. Unicron eats Gobatron, and they even have like the ships, get to the ships, and there's the GoBot command center style ships, and
I gotta look for that.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, Michael, I'm kind of on the same page with you. Is that the Quintessons? Well, first of all, the comics and the show had two different origins, but we kind of merged them into one and basically say that Primus became Cybertron, but then the Quintessons found it and said, "Ha! We have mechanical life forms just popping up. We can basically take over, and then we can sell them and release them out or whatever, 1.9% financing for 5 years, that
That's
type
cool.
of thing." And
I
yes,
never thought of combining. That's cool.
It was the
Go ahead.
Marvel comic, and there was a specific issue where there was a women's rights movement demanding from the Transformers, why is there no female Transformers? So they actually created RC, and then they got blasted because she was too feminine and pink. And I think that was in 2011 or something that was released. And I remember reading it, but it was really quite funny, to be honest. So if you can find it, I would check it out. It was quite funny.
Wasn't it Transformers Energon, the first RC figure? She's a little motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the very first
Pressure
one was BotCon's 2001. I have a video about it because
That was the repaint of Black Arachnia, right?
exactly
Yeah.
that was the first actual one that was named RC. And
Gotcha.
there was a voice chip inside that was light activated inside some of the boxes. Like the first people who pre-ordered them got this voice chip, and it was actually Susan Blue saying, "Don't underestimate me. I'm more than just a pretty face. RC, maximize." And apparently when they turned on the light in the room, because they received the boxes and everything separate, and they had to assemble that at BotCon, so they turned on the light and it sounded like the Borg, because all the voice chips went off at once. But yeah, I'm thinking that the Quintessons basically created the genders because some wanted their domestic servants to be female. Some wanted their domestic servants to be male. Military, there were a lot less female warriors because a lot of the patriarchal societies throughout the galaxy were like, we just want male appearing robots to fight our wars for us. Though I would love to do a follow-up story like where a ship was coming back from a battle, but it was all female Decepticons because it was like an Amazonian culture that hired these robots. But they got
that's new.
But then they got stuck in in the event horizon of a black hole, and millions of years passed before they were able to break free, though it didn't appear that way to them. And they get to Cybertron and they're like, "Where's the Quintessons? Where's our masters? Oh, we don't have masters anymore. Great. Hey, they're transforming. Let's transform too." And basically you have a whole army of female Decepticons whoever the current Decepticon leader is, he's gonna have problems. Oh boy, we're all gonna die. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the female Transformers. But any other theories about them?
Nope.
No.
Just people
Nothing
wanted
you could
sex
do on a live
bots.
stream.
I'm not
Your
trying to
channel, you
cancel.
said that. I was thinking it, but you said it.
Sex bot. Why Spinnator like the sex bots? Yeah.
What does that one
Feedback Review
transform
says that
into?
repaint of Transmetal to Electrocting, they had to remold her chest because the chest armor could fall off, and when it did, it looked like she had nipples. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is
it
a
was
little
just
bit
two
remolded.
holes where the pegs went, but they were conveniently placed.
Yes, and if you squeezed, something would that nothing would come out. But so why Transformers kept the genders? I think it was just something that they were conditioned to, and then of course they see other races with multiple genders, and they're like, "Oh, we fit right in."
Races.
Blind
Humans. Yep. That really big kid in Child's Play, that was a great episode. All right. So those are some mysteries. We could go into more, but I want to hear from you guys. So
Look at that fan.
is that
Creo.
a Creo?
Creo.
We don't talk about Creo. Oh, no, that's Bruno. Oh, whatever. I actually
forgot
have a
about this.
couple Creo versions of Shockwave that I came across that I'm not sure if I put into the evolution. I may have not put them in the evolution of Shockwave.
I
All
forgot
right.
about this.
So let's talk just Transformers series. What's your favorite Transformers series? And I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Binder Wars.
Steve.
Oh, I missed.
I like Prime, actually. Prime, then G1. Mainly because Prime it's a lot darker, it's a lot more adult, in my opinion. But it doesn't move away too far from what actually made the brand what it is, at least to me. So yeah, that is my favourite series.
Yeah,
Why am I wrong?
Prime was good. Not going to say you're wrong there. Michael.
G1, then probably followed really closely by Beast Wars.
Good choices.
And
Good
the
choices.
thing about the Beast Wars I liked most is that whenever it got into the later seasons, when you had the Ghost of Starscream, you had whenever they found the Ark and they found Optimus, they had to protect the Ark. I just thought that storyline was just amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll kind of ignore Beast Machines. I don't think that's anyone's favorite series.
Yeah.
The seeds of the future lie buried in the past. What, did you get a fortune cookie? Ethan, what's your favorite?
Don't get mad, but Combiner Wars and Titans Return.
I mean, those were cool. They were not very well distributed. They were like on what, Reddit? Was that?
Yeah.
Or
They're on YouTube, actually.
and then they ended up on YouTube, but I think they were initially like on Reddit. I could be wrong.
But the quality wasn't the best.
No, it could have been better. And
yeah, my G2 Superion. Sorry for cutting you off, but my G2 Superion is deteriorating. I had it when it first released, and it's barely staying together now.
oh, the Combiner Wars
Pieces
one.
are everywhere. Yeah, like I have the poster right here, and in the poster's deteriorating too.
What state do you live in?
United States, Texas.
Texas. I would think that the dryer. Does it get humid in Texas? It's been a while since I've been to Texas.
It gets humid, but it's crazy. Like, it was raining real bad. Now it's about to be 80, 60 to 80 in a day. It gets hot over here. But I love
I
it.
would think move to Vegas where there's like no humidity, and that would probably preserve your Transformers a little better. I don't know.
I don't know. I love the heat, though. It's not
Jason,
good for the plastic, but
favorite series of
I'm going to
Transformers?
reverse what Michael said. Beast Wars is first for me, then followed by G1. And for me, Beast Wars, what I like about it is I never really got to watch the entire series till I was in Iraq. They all came out on DVD at the time, and I was able to just watch them all. And when it first came out, I wasn't that into it because first off, I was like, well, those aren't my Transformers I grew up with. And then when I actually got to sit down and watch them in order on the disc, it was so neat watching how it started off real kiddified, and then it got more adult and darker as it went on. And like Michael said, those later on seasons where they really tied into G1, and not to mention the fact they only used so few figures or toys, they were really able to create really good, memorable characters with those. And I just love the storyline with that.
I have to agree on Beast Wars. I mean, G1 will always have a special place in my heart. And there are some Beast Wars episodes like Rhinox and his
fart one. See, you already know.
Yeah. The energy
fart
farts.
episode.
What a most humiliating defeat. Oh no. Beast Wars had some of the best writing and best storylines. And what they did with Beast Machines was a crime.
It's a travesty.
I mean, I understand they didn't want to promote war, but Beast Machines became that way because of Canada. I blame the Canucks. Because they did not want war in the title, so they couldn't call it Beast Wars or anything like that. So they called it Beast Machines, and they didn't want them to have, like, guns, which really kind of... Yeah, so... I mean, I am all for diversity and social acceptance and being sensitive to people, but there are limits. You know, you got to be reasonable. It's a kid's show. Beast Wars was just... I mean, what would Rat Trap be without his, you know... without his gun and making fun of Quick Strike? Is someone at the door, Ethan?
No, I'm just grabbing these so I don't keep talking.
Well, I want to hear from you guys. Let's go with favorite movie of the Transformers. We'll take your top three, because I know what Jason's is. I know what mine is. Michael, top three Transformer movies.
Okay, the first one is the original, 1986. The second one, even though it's not a movie, I always consider it The Five Faces of Darkness. I remember when I was a kid, I actually got 2 VCRs so I could edit out the breaks, so I could make it just one long continuous movie.
Man, FBI will get you on that.
And then the third one, I guess I might just have to go with, maybe Bumblebee. I think that was probably the closest I could get. Not really a big fan of the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah,
They weren't
Bumblebee
awful.
wasn't Michael
the first
Bay.
one wasn't totally awful, but it just did not connect to me.
Steve.
So for me, it's obviously the 86 movie. It's the first. And then I've got to say with the Michael Bay films, I've only ever seen 4 of them. So that's the first one I would say is the best of the Michael Bays, and then maybe Darker Than Moon is the second best. We just don't mention Revenge of the Fallen or The Last Night. So yes, so they would be my 3 movies. Yeah.
Ethan, top 3
Yes,
Transformers
sir.
movies.
86, so I have it on disc. That's how I first watched it. But and then I would have to say Transformers Prime, the movie, like the Beast Hunters one. But the last one might start all up a little bit. But Age of Extinction, that's the first movie I seen in theaters. Transformer movie I seen in theaters.
Okay, we'll forgive you.
Thank you. So, yeah.
And Jason.
86, Bumblebee, Dark of the Moon.
I would have to say 86, Bumblebee, and Rise of the Beasts. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't as bad as any of the Bay movies, in my opinion. Though I do have to admit, when the first Michael Bay movie came out, I enjoyed it for what it was. I wasn't expecting the '86 movie. I have.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing we had for the longest time, and seeing them on screen for the first time in live action was awesome.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you how many times I watched the damn thing. And then as they progressed, you're like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, Revenge of the Fallen, let that name be struck from the record forever, was just, it was bad.
My biggest disappointment with the Bay movies, as I mentioned earlier, Megatron is one of my favorite characters. The fact that they barely used Megatron in any of those movies blows my mind. The main villain of the Transformers, he's in the first one 15 minutes at the most. In the second one, he ends up being the Fallen's bitch. In the third one, he's Sentinel Prime's bitch. They bastardized him in the fourth one, and then I don't know what the hell happened to him in Last Night. So, and then we get the Bumblebee movie, at least a Megatron cameo. We saw that awesome toy. We saw the concept. He could have been there, but no.
Well, I think when they came out with Bumblebee, they weren't sure if Bumblebee was going to be in the same universe as the Bay movies.
That's right.
So technically, at that time, Megatron was being held frozen if they wanted to incorporate it into, if Bumblebee into the rest of the Bayverse. But I think they kind of went away from that. Now, a lot of people with Rise of the Beasts were like, how come Raj gets to be Jazz's alt mode? And that's fair, because this happened before the first movie where Jazz had to split. Sorry. And they could have actually used Jazz because he was still alive at that time. But
see, they went to Bayverse with Rise of the Beast. I mean, they Bumblebee, that formula worked.
Mm-hmm.
But they just went to Michael Bay-ish with all the weird ass characters they threw in, like the giant jet airplane guy, and over comedic characters and stuff. I don't know. I just that was.
And what did they do to Wheeljack? What did they do to poor Wheeljack? He is not a VW bus.
Pascal.
That was just horrible. I have to admit, I did not see The Last Night. I started watching it, and I think within about 10 minutes, they started 6 different plot lines going, and I'm like, no.
I was able to watch it on a pirated version, and I'm glad that's how I saw it, because that fit.
No, I would not pay to see that movie, but I tried to watch it. I did not go to the theaters to watch it. I tried to watch it, though.
It's the only Transformer movie I don't have in my collection. No, I don't have Rise of the Beasts either.
I think I haven't gotten the DVDs, but I do have the DVD case from the first movie that transforms into Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You had a choice of Optimus or Bumblebee, right?
I only ever saw Optimus, but yeah, I have the case with the movie in it that transforms into Optimus Prime. It was really weird. And I have to also admit,
happens to be on my desk right now. I did a short with my son. Did you see that one?
Yeah. Can we watch the first Transformers movie? And you're like, yeah. And he's like,
yes, you can watch the first Transformers movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not see the first Transformers movie, the 1986, the masterpiece, in theaters.
I did at the mall.
I am jealous.
My experience with that film was the Marvel Comics adaptation. So everybody got to watch Prime die on screen. I got to watch him die on a comic book panel.
I was surprised at how close the comic that they made was to the movie. It was like almost a shot for shot, like from the comic, or vice versa, I guess.
Yeah, the comic adaptation. I actually still have those comics. I was just watching Transformers cartoon on TV, and suddenly I'm like, who the fuck is Rodimus Prime? What is this? Ultramech? What? I mean, it's cool. They're still Transformers, and this is the year 2006. It is the year 2006. The Decepticons have been defeated, and they hang out on Char, and and fight. Were you raising your hand, Ethan?
Yeah, not to be rude. I didn't know who Rodimus Prime was until like 2012. That's when I saw the movie on disc.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna meet the voice of Rodimus Prime and Hot Rod. Judd Nelson is gonna be at Steel City, and I'm gonna bring one of those new Hot Rod reissues and ask him to, well,
Tell him I said hi.
pay him to sign it. But since I'm also like co-moderator of his panel, maybe he'll be like, "Oh, I'll just sign it for you. You don't have to give me $50. That would be nice."
Didn't they in the
Go ahead.
the Marvel comic version of the movie? They did some extra bits in, didn't they? If I remember rightly, such as
They did. They had the scene
Omega
where
Supreme
Ultra Magnus was drawn and quartered.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Because the comic was based upon the original screenplay and not what we
Yeah.
got in theaters.
yeah. Because I know there was a bit where they actually showed away from the Battle of Autobot City, which was Omega Supreme and the Combiners defending the actual Ark, which was never shown in the cartoon, but it was a panel in the comic, if I remember.
I will have to break mine out. Like I said, I have all the Marvel comics, G1, G2, the movie, G.I. Joe versus Transformers, and Transformers Universe. Which, yeah. Fenix Felix is like, Judd Nelson will definitely charge. Well, I know what the prices are that he's charging, so I'll have that money available, but I've gotten free autographs from Brendan Routh, Nichelle Nichols, lots of people. So I'm hoping, because, you know, I'm poor. Someone asked me in here, is Rise of the Beast actually worth seeing? Panelists, what say ye? Is Rise of the Beast worth seeing? Jason, your opinion first.
It's entertaining. It's Transformers, but what got me is you've seen the movie before. It reminded me of the first Avengers movie. Okay, you got this MacGuffin. They got to find this magical MacGuffin that gets split in half. And okay, one team's got one half of the MacGuffin, the other team has the other. The end of the movie, it comes together. Sky beam. Oh no, a sky beam. Every damn movie has to have a sky beam in it. Then you got your big battle with the CGI random cannon fodder characters. MacGuffin gets destroyed. Everything's getting sucked up into space, just like the Avengers. And good guys, bad guys, everything works out in the end. But the teaser at the end, that has me intrigued.
Yeah.
If they do it right. Will they do it right? Probably not.
Well, if they don't blow up Bumblebee and rebuild him.
I won't see the movie the same now.
They did kill him.
Steve, Rise of the Beast, worth seeing? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm going to say middling, to be honest. Yeah, it's got its moments. It's got some good moments. I mean, like you got Apeling in it for, you know, at the start. Then the introduction of, it's weird seeing. It did jar me a bit where you had sort of the Beast Wars characters, but then they're getting attacked by Unicron. It just seemed a bit weird to me because I've always associated him with the G1 and all that, but never with like the Beast characters.
I will say that Scourge was a pretty good villain. They did good with him.
Yeah,
he was intimidating.
I think the other villains were they weren't great.
Forgettable.
I wasn't a fan of Nightbird, to be perfectly honest.
They were there too.
Yeah,
pretty much.
They were there.
They were there to sell toys.
Yeah, I think that was their purpose.
Make money.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want some mindless fun, yeah, go for it. But if you're after some sort of Shakespearean play, no.
But soft, when light through yonder window breaks, it's Unicron! Shit. Ethan.
And another thing, it ticked me off, the Maximals never transformed but like once.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
Air Razor didn't transform at all, did she?
No.
Yeah.
No, she didn't know.
She had that weird beak that just was very disconcerting when she talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all a little disconcerting. Ethan, your opinion on Rise of the Beasts?
Hmm. I would say not a middle, but not an up, because like Rhinox had no lines.
He actually really liked it until we started talking about it.
Yes, y'all kind of
Rhinox, I
changed
think
that
he
a
had
little
like
bit.
one line or something because David
But
Sobolov did that line. I think he also did Ape Link, which was
but
cool.
if you do like if you want to revisit Beast Wars as like the new version of Beast Wars, kind of mixed with like the old with new characters, then it's a good example. And mixed in with the Autobots, but I'm just used to like the old scale, like you know how like the Beast Wars, the like how the Beast Wars like the Maximals are short or small, and
Yeah,
the Autobots are like giant. I'm just used to that, like the Dragon Megatron, the purple T-Rex. I love it. Like so, yeah. Like I say, like maybe in the middle, but if you're
You
like to
know,
like new one,
now that you mentioned that, when Beast Wars, the show came out, they scanned animals. So they were bots that transformed to about the scale of the animal
yeah,
yep.
we know here on Earth. So that's why the Autobots and Decepticons were so much bigger. In Rise of the Beasts, they were all on their own planet that just happened to have animals. So that, I guess that's why they were the bigger size.
yeah.
Yeah, could have been a planet with less gravity, and therefore things just grew bigger. But Michael.
There's no Rhinox farts, say plus or minus.
0 out of 10.
I would say skip it, unless if you're a huge Beast Wars fan and that's all you want to do is see some of the Beast Wars characters on screen. I don't think they really were done justice. I would say just skip it.
I say it's mindless fun, so it's
I wasn't
worth
expecting that.
seeing.
If you happen to have Paramount Plus and you see it's on, hey, you're paying for the subscription anyway, might as well turn it on.
Yeah, don't pay money. Don't buy the DVD. Sorry, Paramount and Hasbro. They're like, how dare you diss our movie and cut down on our DVD
Easy, start
sales.
making good shit. You got 40 years worth of stories. Make something good.
Yeah. The
Focus
car
on,
wash of Doom would have been better.
yeah, focus on the robots. I don't give a damn about. I'm from Brooklyn. Just,
What's it called? I seen a meme. It
Transformers.
was Godzilla fans, Transformer fans. Less human time.
Yeah, Transformers
More
1 is supposed to be an
Full
animated
Cybertron.
movie, but it's supposed to be no humans.
have you all read the new comic? The
No, we
Skybound
haven't.
comic?
I have not yet.
The Skybound one, no.
Good Lord. That's what we wanted to see as kids. I can tell you that right now. Decepticons picking up humans. Crunch. Oh, they smash easy. It just
They were
It's-
doing
it's-
some
it's
of
a
that in the very
grown-up
beginning
Transformer
of the
comic.
IDW Transformers too. Because I remember, I think was it Starscream or somebody just squashed him, and just stepped on him.
that was Dreamwave. That was
Dreamwave, that's right, Dreamwave.
IDW started out really good and then just went all over the place.
Yeah,
How
I
about
got all the different
Glass?
special covers and special editions, and they just kind of went off the wall.
Well, that's kind of how comic book companies think they have to make their money. Because I remember when comic books were like 75 cents, and now they're like $4.99. It's like half the price of a paperback book. And paperback books used to be like $2.99.
Yeah.
Ethan has something to say.
I'm gonna go in order. Mr. Michael,
Yes,
what is your favorite Transformer?
Skywarp.
Mr. Steve,
Soundwave.
Mr. Jason,
Megatron.
Mr. Kyle.
Tracks, of course. He's an awesome
I like
Corvette. Stunning auto mode. And
I like
yours
Cup.
again?
And it can fly.
So yeah, I like Cup.
I should have remembered that. Yeah, that is coming soon. The evolution of Cup from G1 to the latest one.
Should have worn your track shirt.
The only Autobot named after athletic gear.
So that's what the back of the vehicle's for.
To carry around some big ones. I used your link, and its pre-orders are sold out. So
Really?
yeah,
Damn.
I am not pleased with Hasbro. I'm sure I'll get it. Skybound
I need to
easily
get
top
issue
3.
6, Treebot. I haven't got the latest issue yet. Or downloaded the latest issue. I don't have anywhere around me that sells comic books.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. I have a ton of comic book places around me, but I just never get out to them.
I usually get them on my Kindle, and then when the trade paperback comes out, then I'll get them that way.
And they'll release like a full volume of all of them in one go.
Yeah, I think we're getting 1 through 6 in May. What you pulling out a baggie of, Kyle?
So this actually brings up a question. What do you enjoy the Bayverse toys at all?
Nope.
Yes. Oh crap! I think.
Michael, what do you think of the Bayverse toys?
I found them convoluted. Whenever you used to get like Optimus Prime, the transformation may necessarily not be super simple, but it wasn't overcomplicated or just flimsy plastic. So I was never a big fan of the Bay toys. Now, I only think I probably ever had maybe 3 of them at the time, but I just didn't really care for the quality.
I had all of them, but I agree about the quality. Jurassic Steve!
I've only got 3. I've got the Soundwave from Dark of the Moon, the car one. I've got the We Don't Mention It Soundwave that was supposedly a satellite thing. And Scorn just over there, but that's the oversized one, not the Hasbro one. So that's about 2 foot long. But
Okay.
yeah, but that's the only ones I've got. But yeah, I mean, they can be convoluted to transform. Not the satellite, that's literally just fold it in half and there you go. The Mazda Soundwave can be a bit weird trying to get everything lined up. And obviously, because Scorn is a dino, but I'll just leave him in his dinosaur mode anyway. So, yeah.
So, Jason, how many of the Bayverse toys do you have?
I've got all the Megatrons, a Barricade, Blitzwing, and the bad guys from the Bumblebee movie. The rest of them,
I hope that's rubber.
I found it in my son's room earlier, and I was like,
Probably still took 50 steps to transform it.
Ethan, do you have any of the Bayverse toys?
I have the Studio Series and a few of the old ones. I buy them, but I'm personally more of a Generation 1 design.
All right, good thought.
But
no one like
still
G1.
buy 'em. You can't beat the original, as I tell my friends.
So Treebot Review says Bayverse is his bread and butter. I'm getting ready to do a series on the craziest Revenge of the Fallen toys, starting with Mixmaster. I have somewhere in the plastic thing, I have the miniature Devastator from that movie. There have been a few. I liked some of the stuff that they put out in the name of the movie, but they were like recolors, because I love recolors. I love repaints. Like
What's it called?
the Sky Blast repaint that had the Section 7.
That's a beautiful.
Ooh, that's cool. That's cool.
That
I need
is
to get
very
the pink
cool.
guy reviewed.
The Devastator from Resident Fallen, I collected the Studio Series one by one. I was so excited when I first got it all. The head doesn't stay on, so it stays up there in my closet with the head on the next to the foot.
That sounds like
That's
me
combined
with
for you.
Superior.
Something always falls off.
With
What
Jeans and
was there
Superior.
When Revenge of the Fallen came out, wasn't there a line of toys that was like name of the movie only? That's where we got Bludgeon, that cool tank Bludgeon.
Yep.
Some other figures. I forget what it was. Reveal the Shield. No, it wasn't Reveal the Shield.
No, they did do a lot of
I forget.
stuff that was not in the movie and they were actually better molds. So yeah, I did a versus between that bludgeon and the new one. But yeah, there was a lot of those. This is actually something I'm going to be reviewing soon. This was only released in Japan. It is from Age of Extinction. It's Wheeljack.
Oh,
this is actually a very
that's
cool Japanese exclusive one. Our friends Tony and Rose, who run RetroCon, shameless plug for their very cool retro-themed con, which will be in September, second weekend of September. Something like, go to retrocons.com. But, yeah, they lent this to me and said, this might be something you want to review. Because I did the evolution of Wheeljack, and then I did all the other Wheeljacks that people yelled at me for leaving out. Like the Prime ones. But, yeah, so this one's something to look forward to. Yeah, I got a lot of the Bayverse toys, and then I sold a lot of the Bayverse toys. I still have the Optimus Primes, because I have a huge case of Optimus Primes. And I'm sorry, Michael, if you saw my collection of Skywarps, you'd probably shit.
I probably.
Because I have everything from G1. Well, that was Thundercracker anyway. I used to have Action Master Thundercracker, but... yeah, the Combiner War ones. I have. Was one released in Robot Masters? I don't remember. I know there was one. There was definitely a Starscream. Anyways, I have a shitload. And like the Masterpiece, the first Masterpiece I never took out of the box.
I got one of
Did
my
you have
pieces. I guess it's right there.
Yes, I can see the shape of the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've only got 3 Masterpiece figures. I've got Optimus Primal, the very first MPO1, and the third-party Megatron Masterpiece. The one that only costs $50 opposed to $300.
I got lucky. I got the 3D.
This one, huh?
What's it called?
Yeah, that one.
The Seekers. The second version, like the Seekers. You know how like they made all the repaints of that one Starscream with the crown? I got all 3 of them. I got the Starscream, the Skyward Thundercracker for like $270 complete.
Well, they had the first Starscream. Then they came out with the second one, which kind of wasn't that good. And then the last one was good. He's actually... Well, I have a knockoff version sitting on a shelf over there.
I have the second one.
Yeah, the second one I reviewed, and I'm like, anyone else find this crappy? Because it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Well, it's my only Masterpiece, so I consider that my favorite.
Well, yes, it's your best, and it's also your worst. Because you only have one.
I have all 3 colors, so.
Yeah, I have the MP01, the very first Optimus Prime one. I have the...
Whoops, what happened?
You're starting to screen share.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh.
Whoops.
We're seeing everything.
Let's see.
I was going to show my little short video, but I didn't realize what the hell I did. There you go. Thanks. Like I said, I don't know how Zoom works.
There's a little button that says share screen.
My bad. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I was trying to open up the chat. That's why I went to open.
I'm sorry if my thing falls. My phone falls. I'm using my Earthrise primer as the stand.
That's something good to use. I have all kinds of weird things. This is a flash drive that transforms.
This is a Bluetooth speaker done up with the Rise of the Beast to make it look like a 90s cassette. You pull it out, looks like a cassette, but it's a speaker, so you can attach your phone to it. You can play the glorious 86 soundtrack on this 90s cassette. It's got a little...
This is just a remote.
Nothing's going to stand in your way, is it?
Nothing is.
Not tonight.
I dare it to stand in the way.
One great thing at RetroCon is they have Cybertron Spree. Shows up every year.
Just ordered that on vinyl.
Cybertron Spree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and last year they had a special guest actually play with them during their concert. Stan Bush.
Excellent.
That's not wrong.
So that was
Played with
very that was very cool to have him there. Okay, so yes, this is my transforming flash drive that yeah, you can. If I ever gave this to someone, I'd probably put a copy of the 86 movie on it because, you know, it's just so fitting. I have the MP3 player, the Soundwave one.
Was that music label?
Yeah, it's I didn't get the white one, which they actually used for like shattered glass. I got the actual blue one. But you could put a little chip in it and play music. But yeah, so the Bayverse toys, I'm not a big fan of. And I usually keep them out of the Evolution. So if there's a cup in any of the Transformers movies, I'm probably, when I do the Evolution of Cup, not going to feature him. But
I don't think
He's Dune Cup.
I have so much shit around here. I haven't even taken this out
But,
of the box.
I have yet to find that son of a
Ooh,
bitch.
I want that. I want that guy.
Oh, you want him?
What is?
I can't find him. I want him though.
So,
See,
Steve,
what
in the
was-
UK, how's the distribution of Transformers? Is it?
I was just going to say that because I've got a couple of groups that I'm a member of on Facebook, and one of them is like American, and I mean they're talking about looking for hunting for toys, and they haven't seen them in stores. We've had Snarl for pretty much over a year now, and he's sitting on shelves here in some cases. And it's the same with Velocitron Cosmos.
Yeah,
Whereas
I
you
heard,
guys had him one per pack. We had
Ooh.
entire cases of him.
Give me.
I mean, you could walk into our local Smiths, which is our local toy shop, and there's sort of like there could be 20, 30 of him sitting on the shelf. I mean, it's like the concept Megatron, you know. People aren't finding him, and we had him before Christmas. So it's really weird how they distribute things. I mean, this week I've just got the new Legacy United Gears. I mean, he arrived today.
Whoa, what?
The
Is it good?
Legacy United Gears.
Oh, how good is he?
wow.
He is good. He is good. I will say though, when you do get him, the chest
Yeah.
plate, that
like
is
that one
attached
episode.
in the box.
They take out his chip.
It's attached in the box.
That is in with your favourite bit of special wrapping that they put the weapons in. I suppose it's because they can't nick his head out of the packaging, so they've
Oh,
made it so you can't nick his chest either. But yeah, so the distribution over here is it seems to be very different to what you guys get in the UK. In
I
the
think I
US.
missed my
US.
camera up.
Yeah.
I'm about to move there.
But then saying that, there is things like there's things like back in Earthrise, the last wave of that, we basically never ever saw Thrust at all in shops or online. I had to actually get him from America. So it's weird how they distribute it. So there's the hard to find things for you guys seem to be really easy over here, but then there's stuff over here that we can't find, and you've got, you know, literally sitting on the shelves. So I mean, it's Hasbro's distribution is just mental, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to find some stuff for me, I want vintage stuff though. I want like the Turbo Masters and the Predators.
Oh, stuff like that I will get from AliExpress, to be perfectly honest.
Well, no, the original Turbo Masters.
Ah,
I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I used to have them all, and that's why I'm very upset because I had Rotor Storm. I still have my my Thunderclash, original Thunderclash, and it hasn't broken apart despite the gold plastic. In fact, he was in a video with the Fantoys version. But yeah, I love those European stuff, and the G2 European stuff was so garishly colored. It was amazing. Have you ever seen the G2 Firecons from Europe? Jason?
Yes.
I had those, and I had they had the two cars, Fizzle and Sizzle. They didn't do Guzzle again. But yeah, those were amazing looking toys. Yeah, I think they're redoing Cosmos. Why don't they just get a bunch back from the UK? They're probably gonna end up. What's your discount stores out there? We have like Ollie's.
We don't really have discount stores like Ollie's or anything like that. I mean, generally they'll just stay in the one toy shop, and then we'll get things like Laser Optimus Prime, like the Velocitron one, and then that'll suddenly turn up in our version of game for like 20 quid. Legacy Motormaster. I mean, that on Amazon over here, that's currently £44 for the
which is how much
Motormaster.
US, like 50, 60?
Something like that, yeah. So
Oh,
it's
really?
less than retail, yeah.
I might need another more master.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I mean, it varies.
You have Ultra Magnus?
I've got Ultra Magnus. He's up there.
Lucky.
I got him before Christmas as well.
I got two shelves of Ultra Magnus.
I have one, the Siege. Not my favorite, but
I've got the Siege. I've got the Earthrise Magnus. I've got the Shattered Glass Magnus, and I've got the SS86 Magnus. I mean, for what they are, they're pretty good, to be honest. I mean, the Earthrise one, the Alt mode is not the best, especially with the fist sticking out the back of the cab. But you know, I mean, as a stand, they're perfectly fine in robot mode. And again, you've got the two sides. You've got the ones that they want the really tune accurate. Can't speak. Or do you want, you know, like the white cab Optimus Prime as being part of it? So you've got your two camps there. I mean, you see your Earthrise. You know, if you want your Optimus Prime cab, you've got that. If you just want the Ultra Magnus, you know, really tune accurate, you've got your 86. Yeah.
Yep. I have a Matrix too, Ethan. Right here.
And it's Gears' Auto, by
I
the
hope
way.
it again get drawn and quartered. I'm looking forward to opening up this.
ooh, but
Ooh.
I have a question for Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
Freaking, what would be your favorite Skywarp, right?
Yes.
What would be your favorite Skywarp?
Favorite version.
G1.
G1?
G1. I found
I
the
have
transformation
discussion.
pretty nice,
Enjoyable.
not overly complicated, not overly easy. He looked really good. His colors are amazing. And yeah.
Michael, did you watch the video that I did of the G1 counterfeit Skywarp where I transformed
Yes,
it
which
with
made
my
me
eyes
buy
closed?
one. And it came in like 2 days ago. And originally I was not going to open it because the box just looked so amazing, but it was so crushed. I was like, I'm just going to open it.
Yeah. I got a bunch in the beginning that, like, the box is so pristine, I felt bad opening them. And lately, I've gotten a bunch. I'm going to be doing a thrust soon, and the box is not ideal. So, yeah. So, preview of coming attractions: G1 knockoff of Thrust. But yeah, I transformed that thing with my eyes closed. Except I had trouble putting in like one thing, and I had to open my eyes at the end. But yeah, actually, Skywarp is very, very cool. And I just accidentally launched his missiles.
What's it called? Does anybody do Transformer Customs?
You know, that's what I meant to bring out. You guys hang here a second. I'm going to grab one thing. But I want to show you again. One little itty-bitty custom I did years ago.
And he was never seen again.
My Skywarps. This is the counterfeit, and this is I guess this is the cartoon reissue that just came out just not too long ago.
Yeah, the retro one from Walmart.
Yeah, I think this is it right here.
Yep, I can tell by the overly large guns.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think of the? Sorry, Michael. The Tetrajet version of the mold rather than the plain version of the character. Which one do you prefer?
Are you talking about the from Siege?
Yeah. Because obviously you've got the Earthrise version, but you've also got the Tetrajet. Assuming you could get hold of it.
Sorry,
which ones do you prefer?
Michael, do you have that one?
No, I don't. I wasn't even aware of that one.
It came in a set. There was the Skywarp that came in a set with
Thundercracker.
No.
He came with
Siege
some
one.
Target Masters.
Oh, yeah.
He had a couple Target Masters. It was that one was a. I managed to buy a collection from someone, and that happened to be in it. So it was affordable.
That goes for like crazy money right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Michael, two things.
Yeah.
I love your hat.
Thank you.
And there's a Skywarp and Ultra Magnus 2-pack, and they're like little Target Masters, like this big, and they transform their guns for other ones to hold. You have those?
No. I primarily just stuck with the G1 Skywarps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic one is. Do you have the classic one? That's a pretty good one.
Yes.
Yeah. But speaking of customs, so does anyone remember those quick change sets?
Yes.
From years ago.
Think so?
That were basically like it was Ruination, not Bruticus, but they had like they had an aerial bot set, and they were in this square rectangular box. So I took an extra one of the quick change sets, and I started, and I never finished my project, but I made out of Brawl my own Warpath.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
So I was going to. I started repainting, and I never finished because I actually took them apart. I was going to make Onslaught into Optimus Prime. Somewhere I have a Greejeeper who was already green, but I painted his chest silver so he could be Hound. And then it was going to be Galaxy Shuttle and I think Whirl. And they would all merge into Guardian Prime. But yeah, that's the only one I could find right now. I did it years ago, but that is Warpath made out of a Brawl.
You know what would be cool? A power glide for the blast off. Power glide, that would be cool.
But he's not a space shuttle.
But he's not
he's
space
the ace
shuttle,
of the
though.
air.
Yeah. But that would be cool though, but it's not space shuttle. They need to make a new power glide.
What do you guys think of the so that recent release Autobot 5-pack?
I pre-ordered
the fact that they've actually put the Hound in that rather than release it separately.
I'm only paying half. Because me and my friend are splitting it because he wants the Jazz. And I'm getting the Hound and the Sunstreaker.
And then the other one you're going to cut in half? Like
the
days of King Solomon.
He's getting the Wheeljack and the Jazz. I'm getting Trailbreaker, Hound, and Sunstreaker.
Okay, so you're not going to cut Sunstreaker in half.
No.
There you go. No, give it to him. A Sunstreaker means too much to me. I know who the real mother is. Yeah. I know my Bible. But yeah, the that 5-pack looks pretty interesting, but yeah, a marketing ploy to have the Hound in with 4 other figures that are just basically repaints. I mean, I was going to get the set anyway because I'm going to review it, but it's like, do I need another exact same Sunstreaker with maybe slightly different deco?
Freaking my original 86 Jazz. I found it at Walmart and I tried to buy it and it says, "Oh, you can't buy it." And we had to get the manager and the manager said, "Oh, you can't buy it." And so they took it. I never got it and I had to go on Amazon, buy it for like 30, almost $40. Bought it, transformed it twice. I transformed it twice and like the back's now cracked, so I can't touch it. So,
yeah. I'm still seeing from Walmart the 2-pack wrapped stuff from Black Friday at some of my Walmarts, where they took some of the Legacy guys and they took some of the Studio Series guys and they just basically
I bought one.
Put 2 in a pack and said, "Here you go for $25 or $28." There's still a bunch of them out there. It's crazy.
Actually, I bought the Wheeljack and the Perceptor. And the freaking another one. But that same day, the Rhinox and Optimus Prime were on sale for $4 each at Walmart. So I just bought both of them and the 2-pack, and I only spent $30.
Rhinox Maximize.
That's why you guys scan them. You scan them, and if they're on sale, buy them.
We're gonna have one more thing. We've been at this over an hour. One more question for everybody. Favorite Beast Wars episode? Except for Code of Hero. Can't say Code of Hero because everyone says Code of Hero.
Okay, I got one. Call of the Wild. You know how the Maximals get stuck in they get stuck in their beast mode.
Modes, yeah. All right.
Megatron with his gun.
Call of the Wild.
Impossible question. Who will answer?
I think I'm going to have to go with Nemesis, Part 1 and 2.
Decepticons forever.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go with maybe Nemesis as well, or maybe the pilot. I don't know. When I first saw, I had just gotten DirecTV, and I remember just scrolling, and something said Beast Wars. I'm like, could that be Transformers? It's $1.99. That's pay for it, and it kind of sucked me in. So I'll go with the pilot.
Steve.
I like the one with I can't remember the name of it, with transmutating.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it either. I'm not gonna.
It's so loud.
But I like
episode was so loud. Transmutate. Rampage.
I did like it because it was a very different story to what had come before, and they tried something different with it.
Wait, was Transmute a boy or girl? I never figured it out.
I would pretty much say that was.
I don't think it was either.
If nothing
to be
else.
honest, it was neat. They were neither. They never got the chance to decide before they sacrificed themselves. But I do quite like that episode. And it's not so much that it's the way it actually looked as well. It was freaky at the time, but
it was just called
as a character. Oh, the episode is just called Transmutate.
Yes, according to Phoenix Felix. So we have people watching. Okay, well, tell me the name of my favorite episode because I don't remember the name of it. And you all have good choices, definitely good choices. But I love the one where Megatron tried to turn Rhinox into a Predacon. That was awesome. Hey, boss. This one was smirking. You were
I
smacking. Yeah, it was just awesome to see. And that was, I think, the one episode where Gary Chalk got to make fun of David Kaye. He's like, Megatron's about to find out something very interesting about Rhinox. Yes. Dark Designs is the name of the episode. Yeah, I love that one just because to see Rhinox uninhibited, and they're like, no, we have to turn him back into a Maximal or he's going to kill us all. That was just so cool.
Yes.
Yes. Me Grimlock like watching Beast Wars 2. But they have Dinobot. That weird. Me not there. All right.
What's it called? Yeah.
What's
Thank you for letting me join.
Well, I don't know if, Jason, you watched my last live stream or any of it, but basically we had a drawing for, and it turned out not to be a drawing because there was only, turned out to be 4 people. Because it was basically anyone who gave a super chat and any amount would be entered into the drawing, and for one of the 4 slots, and we had
Rebot blew it up.
What's that?
Rebot blew up your super chats.
Yes.
He bought you dinner. Might expect something in return.
All right. Well, I'm not putting it out for that much. I need a little bit more, but yeah, we'll do something else in the future. I might grab some other Transformer reviewers, and we'll come up with all kinds of weird stuff to talk about. Though
y'all are the third and fourth Transformer viewers I talked to. I've talked to Sports Wolf and Mitch Santona. Man, Bob Matrix is next. Trying to get on him. Impossible.
Yeah. I've only spoke to you guys. It's very difficult when you're in England and you're asleep and everyone else is streaming.
Yeah, what time?
What time is it for you?
It's 2:20 a.m.
Ouch.
All right.
Ooh.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up. So what time you gotta go? Do you work tomorrow?
Yes.
No, I got the day off. I don't.
No school.
That's good. I guess we timed it right before your day off, so you can sleep late.
Not if my wife has anything to do. She'll want me to go out and do shopping or something.
How dare! Unless it's for Transformers, then it's like, okay, we can do that. Well, guys, thanks for coming on, and thanks everyone out there for watching. Anyone want to plug anything that they're doing? Jason?
Let's see. I've got upcoming G1 reviews. I'm reviewing my Toy Hacks Enhanced Triptychon that actually got working 100% complete now. He walks, he talks, he makes that horrible 80s noise. Look at him go.
Ooh, I got something. What's it
It's
called?
my big plan, but the only problem is when you review the city bots is they take up a lot of your review space.
Yeah. I did the comparison between the Guardian robot and the eHobby Guardian robot. But the Guardian, the original eHobby Guardian robot is faster than the new one because he can actually walk slowly. But yeah, this was fun. Ethan, you have something going on?
Yeah. I might on my YouTube channel. I'm not a big channel, but a small channel. I might post a video of God of War, or might try to do a stop motion. I'm not the best, but I try.
God of War, as you say. Don't be sorry. Be better. Christopher Judge is. I met him. We actually, if you want to see, he's got a full panel on Phantom Spotlight that we recorded. I met him up in Connecticut. He's quite the character. I'm a big Stargate fan, so I love Stargate, and I've met. Out of the original crew, I've met 3 out of the 4. I'm just need to meet Amanda Tapping, and that's going to happen this July. So that's going to be awesome. Steve, Michael, you got anything going on that you want to share with the audience?
I'll be mowing the lawn.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm thinking of like starting up a review channel. I've got some bots that I'd like to start with. So I'll just see how it goes from there.
I will
Hey,
say,
fellas. Yep, you got Trevor right here. You do it.
I will say, and I can't speak entirely for Jason, but I think he'd probably agree with me. It's definitely a labor of love, especially at first when you are buying a toy for basically $25, reviewing it, and if you're monetized, you might make $5 off that video. So it is not a great thing at the beginning. As you grow, you might get closer, but I still have
you'll
videos.
make tens of dollars as you grow.
Yeah,
Is it
it's,
Tens of
really?
pounds.
Really? How much is one view?
one view is minuscule.
Like 3 cents if you're lucky.
Yeah, I don't even think it's 3 cents, but yeah, if you get, I mean, I've had a few videos that have actually made more than it cost me for the toys, but you get like Nemesis, you know, the $200 Transformer, and you do a video on that, you're probably not making that money back.
Well, I learned a long time ago, and I don't do it anymore. I do not buy toys just to review. I buy figures that I want,
Yes.
Exactly.
and that's it. Because I have a lot of people, why didn't you review this? Well, I didn't want to get that. Well, what about review for your channel? I was like, well, I'm sure somebody else reviewed it. I'm not spending my money on something I don't want just to put on YouTube for nobody to watch anyway.
Yep. I pretty much get what I enjoy, which I pretty much get all the new Hasbro stuff, but
Legacy's saving me a lot of money with all the non-G1 figures.
I don't know. I
Have you
like
got
the
the,
non-G1 stuff. I like the G2 stuff. I just want more Transformers. But yeah, I don't buy a lot of the Rise of the Beast stuff. I do actually have a few of the Studio Series ones that I may do at some point.
Have you got the missing link Prime? Yeah. The articulated G1 Prime.
Yeah. Do you guys already have it?
Nope, never bought it.
Yep, got it here.
That's what
Not
you're
opened
holding
yet,
up.
but-
Okay. I thought that was
Yes.
the Walmart, the equivalent to the Walmart reissue, which was just Cab Prime without the trailer.
No, this is the cartoon version of the missing link. So I don't know if you can see that.
Oh wow!
It's all Lexicimbo. So
I'm waiting for
no,
mine.
he's already here. It's another one we got then.
What's up, Larkin?
Larkin's Lair, awesome! Thanks so much, man. You're coming in towards the end if you just showed up. I don't know if you've been here for a while because we're getting close to the end. It is the end. The Beast Wars are over. You lose. But
I forgot about this.
I am Dinobot, and you will get that Autobot out of my face, vermin. Anyways, I make funny voices. Not as good as the originals, but I do try.
Wait, can you do Bruticus? Bruticus.
Bruticus just sounds like... I haven't listened to him, but it's like... Bruticus.
The very first episode Bruticus showed up to, he always sounded like he was taking a dump when he was transforming, remember?
Bruticus will... Oh, excuse me. Big one coming. Oh!
What's it called? Even though I wasn't around when it first came out, I've seen the whole show, the original show. I've seen all of it.
That's the joy. That's you kids nowadays. You're so spoiled. You can watch anything you want, anytime you want, and it's just there. But you still get the animation errors. So
I still get the ads.
but you don't get the as many of the ads. But thank you guys for joining me. This has been awesome. I do not know when the next live stream is going to be. I'll figure out something. But yeah, it's been fun. We solved none of the mysteries, though we may have figured out why there's male and female Autobots. Marketing.
Money.
Marketing by the Quintessons.
It worked for He-Man.
I have to go. My kid's yelling at me.
Yeah, we're
It's bedtime.
finishing up Larkin's Lair. Felt uneasy about Bruticus's moaning too, but say hi to your kid. Show him the right movie. I'm sure he's seen the right movie
Many times.
But thank you guys for being here. Thanks everyone out there for
Thanks for having
watching.
us.
We'll see you next
Thank you.
time. And as always, have fun and good hunting.
Take
And
care.
everyone look awkward.